Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456, and today I have the solo Zetsubou no Shima Easter egg guide for you guys. This is how to complete this thing on solo. There are a few things that change if you're doing this within 4 players or you're doing it within solo. It is very, very simple and straightforward to do once you know how to do it, but I will be taking you through each one of the steps and giving you a few tips on each and every one. There are a few prerequisites to going into this, but I will be explaining those as we go on, and I will also be streaming this solo and with 4 players later on today if you guys would like to watch those live, just the entire Easter egg runs and how I do things and how I kind of like give you guys some tips to do things quicker and more efficiently. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's go ahead and get started with the actual tutorial. Now, before you even start the map, the Easter egg starts here. If you have already started a game, you are already in a game, and you do not have anywhere but here gobblegum, you have to back out. There's literally no way to complete this thing without the anywhere but here gobblegum. Make sure before you start up, you put this into your pack. It's one of the kind of default gobblegums. I don't know what level it is to unlock it, but make sure you have that on your character and before you go in, or at least if you're gonna play with a team, one person in your team has to have it. But again, this is a solo Easter egg, so you do 100% have to have the anywhere but here gobblegum. You will not be able to complete the Easter egg without it. So go ahead, put that in your gobblegum pack, and let's go ahead and get started with the actual in-game tutorial. So the first thing you're gonna do whenever you load up is go check what your challenges are. Now these challenges will rotate from every single game, and you will get 3 different challenges, and you have to complete all 3 of these by the last step of the Easter egg. You do not have to have these done for the first step. This is kind of just like a preliminary thing to let you know you have to be working on these challenges, because by the last step of the Easter egg, before you go into the boss fight, you have to have all of these challenges completed, but it is not the first thing you have to do. Just keep it in mind, just be completing these as you go along, and check your challenges. If you don't like your challenges, go ahead and restart. It's really not that big of a deal. It's super, super easy to do, and that is just something to keep in mind as you're progressing through, to be working on these challenges and getting them completed by the last step. Now the next thing you need to do is build the skull of Nansapway. Now this is extremely easy to do. You just take each one of the skulls to the 4 different altar locations around the map, complete the challenge, and then go ahead and bring them back, place them on the altar, and then do the ritual at the very end to get the skull. If you don't know how to do this, or you have any trouble finding any of the altars, I have an entire in-depth tutorial in the description down below, but I'm assuming most of you guys just already know how to do this. It's extremely easy for you, so let's go ahead and move on to the next step, which is building the KT4. Same exact thing. I assume most of you guys know how to do this, but if you don't, there's going to be a tutorial down below in the description. But again, just a reminder, you have to get the plant from the underwater tunnel by Mule Kick, you have to get the green vial from the drop around zombies, and then you have to get the spider in the cage and suck the venom out of it. Again, super, super easy, but if you don't know how to do it, full entire guide is going to be down below in the description that goes very, very in-depth with every single piece of this, so you don't mess up any of it. The next thing you need to do is fully charge up your skull of Nansapway and head down into the bunker to the room of the right of the Pack-a-Punch. So basically, go find the Pack-a-Punch, the room to the right, that's where you go into. It has all the different body bags, it has the Pack-a-Punch part, and it also has the purple water. Now, you need to make your way into this back room where the actual purple water is, where the purple water is located, and hold L2, and this will cause a poster to appear on the wall. You have to hold it here for a few seconds, you'll hear vibrating on your controller, and a few seconds later a poster will appear, and this is the official first step of the Easter egg. And now you are able to complete all these other steps in any order that you'd like, but I will be just taking you through the easiest order, the one that just makes the most sense and is the absolute just best order to go through. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one up is actually revealing the elevator room. So what you need to do is head into the bunker, and then on your left there's going to be kind of a wall there with a grate, and this is actually an elevator itself. But again, you need to have a fully charged up skull of Nansapway. Hold L2 on this wall and it will reveal a hole in the wall, allowing you to walk in. You'll hear a character quote about them needing to build some more machinery or find the wrench or find parts or whatever. And when you actually go in this room, it will spawn these 3 different cogs in around the map, which will allow you to repair the elevator. Now, we are not going for the cogs just yet, because we first have to build the mass immune, which is basically the upgraded version of the Wonder Weapon, upgraded version of the KT4, and that is the next thing we're going to do. So let's go ahead and get started with the quick and easy tutorial on how to do that. So the first step to upgrading the mass immune is very, very easy. You need to go ahead and take down the giant spider, which is in the spider's lair. Use the KT4 to clear the blue webs, and once you get in there, you can take down the spider relatively easily if you have upgraded weapons. Just be ready for the fight, keep moving, don't let the legs smash you, and then once the spider is dead, go ahead, head over to its body, and hold square on the body, which will allow you to pick up the spider's fang. Now this is the first upgrade part. It is very, very essential that you get this thing, and it's honestly the easiest thing to get. So go ahead, take down the big spider, and you're on to the next step, which is completing your challenges. You have to complete every single challenge before this next step will work, because the lightning will start striking the platform where the skulls are every minute and a half or so after you start and finish all of your challenges. So if you've finished all your challenges, if every single one is lit up because it's completely yellow, the lightning will start striking the platform, and this will allow you to get the Electrified Shield. So again, Complete all your challenges, the lightning will start striking the platform. Take out your shield, have it in your hands, and run through the lightning whenever it strikes the platform, and you will get an electrified shield. Now, once you have this electrified shield, head over to Lab B and go up to the top floor. There will be this little drop-down cage, which actually allows you to raise and lower the cage with seemingly no effect at all. Go ahead, just shock the little control panel thing, and a gate will open up and allow you to step in there and go all the way down to the very bottom floor of this little factory thing, and just take you to a new area you haven't seen before. Now, once you're here, you'll see a couple of bones laying around, but you'll see one skeleton that has a head and a rib cage. Now, in the rib cage is the second part for upgrading the wonder weapon. Go ahead, grab that out. You'll get a character quota by picking something up. If you miss it, just go ahead and head back into the cage. It's all good. But anyway, once you get it, you're done with this cage forever, and you now have the second part to upgrading the wonder weapon. So again, these steps can be done in any order, but the last step that I'm going to be showing you today is growing your own plant. Now, what you need to do is go ahead, take a plant seed, and get rainbow water. Now, the way you get rainbow water is you need to go ahead and take the right sewer system, the one that you take from inside the lab, and you need to grab and hold X or hold square right here. I paused it right here where I actually get this. You need to practice it. It'll take a few times to get the timing down, but then you can literally get it every single time. You need to just go through the tube, and exactly at this point, hold square, and you'll be able to pick up the golden water, or kind of rainbow water that you can get. And this rainbow water is what you actually use to fill up and grow your own plant, which is going to give you the parts you need for this wonder weapon. So what you need to do, once you have the rainbow water, once you have a seed, and once you have a fully charged up Skull of Nan Sapway, swim all the way down to the bottom floor of this kind of like area where you found the initial part, and you're going to take out your skull and hold L2, and it will reveal a brand new wall once you have the KT4, and once you have everything upgraded, it will reveal a brand new wall by holding down L2. And you need to swim in here, plant the seed, water it with rainbow water, and then you need to go ahead and leave. Now, you have to come back every single round for the next 1, 2, 3 rounds and water it. And basically on the third round, you'll water it for the first round, you'll water it for the second round, and you'll come back the third round, and it'll allow you to pick up the plant, and this is the last part for the Easter egg. Again, if you have any problems upgrading this, or you want some more explanation, you want to watch me do this, just a 15-minute of me doing it live, go ahead in the description down below. There's a full upgrade tutorial, and if you have any problems with it, go ahead and check that out, because I literally show everything that I just talked about in much more detail. But again, I'm assuming most of you guys know how to do this. Anyway, now that you have everything you need, we're going to go ahead and collect those cogs. So the first cog is super easy, and you do it immediately after collecting the mass immune. Go ahead, head over and get another electrified shield from the platform by waiting for the electricity, taking your shield out and running through it. Get that electrified shield, head all the way back over to the bottom part of the zip line, which you can get to by accessing the bunker, and then electrify the little shock panel, which allows you to buy the zip line. Now, as soon as you buy the zip line, spam all the buttons, the square button, the triangle button, the circle button, and the X button. Just spam all of them, and you will drop off onto the platform, allowing you to run to the end of the dock and grab the different parts. So you get the first cog by doing this, and it's super easy to go here from there. The next step is to get it anywhere but here, Gobblegum, which again, if you get it, it has almost 100% chance to teleport you into this special room that you haven't seen before. This is why you need the anywhere but here Gobblegum, and you only need to use it once. But go ahead, use it, teleport into this room, find the cog on the ground, and then pretty much immediately jump out or teleport away, because all the zombies will start spawning up there if you have a full round, or if you just have one zombie, he will go up there and start attacking you and cornering you very easily. So just go ahead, grab it, and then teleport right back out, and you will be good to go on to the final step. So the next step is another gardening mission, but you need to do something very special with these plants. Go ahead, get some blue water, and plant the seed in each location. But when you are planting the seed, I actually didn't show this in my gameplay because I got pretty darn lucky and got it anyway just by accident, but you need to shoot it with the Masamune. Shoot the Masamune at each one of the plants as you plant them, and you water them with blue water, and you need to do this for 3 rounds in a row. So basically, you plant it, you shoot it, and then you water it, and then you shoot it. And then the last round, you water it again, and then you shoot it. And then the next round, you'll go around and collect these, and one of these, hopefully, if you get lucky, you can get very unlucky, which is what I was doing last night. But because that was mostly because I was forgetting to shoot these. What you need to do is just collect them, and eventually one of them will drop out an AA bullet, which is a massive bullet, super easy to see. You'll know whenever you get it. Collect it, and then head over to the giant AA gun, which is sitting inside of the bunker. Now, once you're here, you're going to go ahead and load it into the cannon, which you do by going up and holding square on it, and you will hear a loading sound. Listen very closely for it, because if you accidentally fire off your bullet too early, or you just completely miss the plane, you'll just have to do this all over again. You'll have to go 4 rounds, grow them, and then get another AA bullet out of here. So do not miss, but you do need to load this bullet in first. So go ahead, run up, hold square, and then listen for the loading sound, and then it is primed to fire, and now you need to wait for the giant plane. So what I did is I just ran a zombie around, I waited, and as soon as I saw that plane show up, I kind of lined up my shot. As soon as it was in frame and looked like it was going to be hit by the bullet, I shot it off, fired it off, and as you can see, the plane explodes. Now, I'm going to slow it down very, very much and zoom in right here, because the plane explodes, every single piece just flies into the ocean, none of it lands on the map, except for one singular cog, and that is the one that you can actually hear it, and if you have a headset, you can actually hear where it lands, or you can actually see where it lands. So you see that in slow motion, I explode this thing, and one of the pieces is flying way, way farther than all the other pieces. That is kind of the direction you need to go, and you need to find it on the map. But as you can see, I was just kind of running around here searching. I knew kind of the general area where it landed, and then I see it on the ground right here. This is where mine was. Yours might be in a different spot, but go ahead, find it, and now you have all three of the cogs, and you are ready for the boss fight. So prepare up, get all your perks, get all your guns, upgrade everything that you can, because you will be fighting a whole lot, and I mean a whole lot of tree monsters. So go ahead, get ready, and then head down into the boss fight. You do this by going over, placing all the cogs into the elevator, and going ahead and then just calling down the elevator. You'll go down and do a little kind of cutscene animation of you going down all the different floors, and then once you get to the bottom here, you will see that there are limbs blocking the path here. You have to shoot these limbs with a Masamune. This is the entire point of this fight. You have to use the Masamune to shoot the big tree monster whenever you have any chances, which is actually Takeo, by the way. Takeo is this tree monster, which is just kind of been tortured and maimed down here for a long, long time. So basically, all you need to do is kill the tree monsters, and then whenever you get a chance, you need to shoot at the giant tree monster and hit his weak spots with the Masamune, which will pop up and beat these giant things. Now, once you beat it, I have the cutscene down below in the description, but you will get the achievement. It's super, super easy to do. Mine unfortunately glitched out, so I did not complete the fight because everything just stopped spawning. As you can see here, I literally couldn't do anything at all. It was kind of disappointing. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. That is about it. It seems like it. I know what you guys are thinking. Like, it's like, wow, that was like really, really quick. It seemed like there's gonna be a lot more steps, and I thought so too, but that is actually it. That is the entirety of the Easter egg. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button, and I'll be streaming this later on today with not only a solo run, but also a team run, so you can kind of see the differences and that kind of stuff. And let me know if you guys want me to make a tutorial that is completely different for doing it with 4 players or 2 players or 3 players, whatever it may be, and doing it for multiplayer, because there are a few steps that do change whenever you do that. But for the most part, you should be able to get every single one of these. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.